And then I'll just have to upload it to YouTube later. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
there it is.
Thanks. Yeah, I'll just do that. All right. Well, hi everyone, and welcome to our sip and chat. It's a very casual way for you to ask questions about what it means to be a wine guide and what it can do for you, what wine can do for you. I see Jessica's pouring a hefty glass, right? I think she was having one of those days. Is that Black Trumpet?
Oh, wow.
That's one of my new favorites. I love
the current Black Trumpet.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's been popular at tastings too. All right, so what you can do tonight when you want to ask a question, you can either type in the chat box or you can just speak and we'll answer your questions. I got a couple leaders on here with us to answer your questions. And before we get started, I know there's just a few of you on here that are interested in being a wine guide. And I'm curious if you have been to a Traveling Vineyard wine tasting yet. So you can either like raise your hand or type in the chat box if you've been to one of our Traveling Vineyard wine tastings.
Yeah, I hosted one here at my house and it was amazing. I had a couple of close friends and family members and it was amazing. My host was amazing. And we all got our orders like really, really fast. I thought we were going to wait some time. No, it was like there. So it was really nice. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. What was your favorite wine?
I forgot the name of it, but it's the pink one.
Posada?
Nope.
That fizz to it or no fizz?
It's like a date one.
Oh, double date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got
good taste. It's like our #2 selling wine consistently. So yeah, so great. Well, so you've hosted one, and then you just in a nutshell, what we do for anyone watching that maybe you're watching the recording, you're like, I don't know anything about Traveling Vineyard and what y'all do. So we mostly do private tastings in homes. We can also do them in businesses after hours, has to be invitation only. But we bring 5 bottles of wine free, and the host and guests get to taste those 5 wines, and then they can order any of the wines they sample or any of the wines or accessories or even our Rewind Wine Club. They can order any of those that night. So it's a really fun way. It only takes maybe about an hour. It's a really fun way to try new wines, get together with friends. You can do themes. Some people are doing ugly Christmas sweater parties and cookie exchanges and color pop parties. There's all kinds of things too. Or your theme can be, let's just get together and drink wine. That's totally fine too. So that's basically what we do in a nutshell. And then Traveling Vineyard will ship the wines to the guest and the host. You do not have to make deliveries as a wine guide. You're not handling payment. Traveling Vineyard takes care of all that for you. So your job is to go to tasting, sip 5 wines, tell people a little bit about the wines. You can do it from tasting notes, right from your phone if you like. And that's it. Sound good? Sound like something? Yeah, I know we all like it because we're wine guides, but and then just to share a little bit, we've got a few leaders on, like I mentioned, and I have them just say who they are and maybe where they're from and how long they've been a wine guide. So Carol, you're kind of on my top left, so I'm just gonna have you go first.
I'm Carol. I'm in near Wilmington, North Carolina. So it's on the coast of North Carolina. I've been doing this 8 years, October 30th. And to be honest with you, I never thought I would have stayed more than a few months. I joined to help my daughter, who's my upline. And I've just fell in love with it. I love the wines, but it's the people, not only the rest of the wine guide people, but I just came from a tasting. I just love interacting with the people. I love talking about the wine. I love answering their questions. It's just I can't explain it. It's just something I can't see not doing because of all the fun.
All right. And Karen, how about you?
Karen Myers. I live in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I have been at this for about 7.5 years, so I'm creeping up right behind you, Carol. My wine anniversary is in March, so it'll be 8 years for me in March. But and I was actually working state government for 14 years in childcare. So the joke I often make is I was already drinking wine, so why not get paid for it? And so when my son was born, and he was 2 months old when I started, because I wanted to not run up and down the road anymore like state employees do, and wanted something more flexible, but still needed to have something for me other than just being a stay-at-home mom. Not that that's not enough work in itself, right, Jessica? And I've stuck with it because, like Carol said, I love the people, not just my wine guide friends, but also my friends that I've made through doing the wine tastings. And some of those have become, really close personal friends aside from just drinking wine. But we, of course, love drinking wine together. So yeah, that's why I'm here.
Perfect. All right, Jess, you're up.
Hi, I'm Jessica, and I'm from Connecticut, and I've been with Traveling Vineyard for almost 7.5 years. I'm following just behind Karen, and I joined in July, so it's almost 7.5 years. So been around for a while, just like Karen and Carol. I kind of joined just for the fun, giving me something to do, get out of the house while my husband was working 60 to 70 hours a week. I needed something to do, but I've stuck around because it's been a lot of fun. Since then, I've gone through a lot of life changes, which includes having two under two right now, one being 3 months old, and Traveling Vineyard is my sanity. I go back to work part-time in January, and I'm trying to increase my business so I can supplement how much I'm making, so I don't have to go back to work more than that. I have to cover my husband's ears because I don't want him to hear that I don't want to go back to work more than the 2.5 days a week already. But the wines are delicious. And yeah, when you're dealing with kids, Karen, you want the wine. You need the wine. And so it's a lot of fun. And I'm happy to be here with my wine family and introducing it to all of you.
Yeah, well, great. And I am Kiersten. I live outside of St. Louis, Missouri, in O'Fallon, Missouri. I've been a wine guide for 19 and a half years. So it's been a long time. As you can imagine, I've had lots of life changes on my kind of journey and career with Traveling Vineyard. And when I started, I was working full-time outside of the home. And I only had 2 kids, and I have 3 kids, and I got a grandbaby too. So it's like life changes a lot. And what's cool is that this wine business can flex with you, whether you're trying to fill in, extra money for a side job, you just need something to do, need a purpose and something just for you, or you want to turn it into really your full-time income, you can do that too. But we don't have any sales quotas, so that's what's nice, where if you're busy with the kids, you're busy with grandkids, or taking care of old aging parents, whatever the case may be, the business is always going to be there when you want to work it. We're not going to tell you you have to get a certain amount of sales in each month, so you don't have to stress about that. So that's why it works so well, whether you're a super busy person or not. This business can work right alongside all your other activities and demands that life has on you. So with that, let's see if you guys have some questions. So that's why you're here, right? We want to be able to answer the questions that you are really more interested in. So I think Shanika, you had your hand up. Do you have a question that you want to ask us? You can ask us
Yes,
anything.
I have a question. Do you have to purchase something monthly in order to stay active within a business? Like, does it have to be like something that you purchase monthly in order to be active? Like, let's just say I wanted to join the business, right? And I go ahead and I host a couple of wine tasting. And then after that, like, I'm just like focused on my career, focus on my family. And then I just stop. And like, is it something I can put down and pick back up, or is it something that I have to consistently buy into?
Yeah, exactly. It's something you can put down and pick back up, because we do not have any monthly sales quotas. The only requirement to remain an active wine guide is to pay your monthly website fee, which is what, $15.95 a month. I always want to say $15.98, whatever, 3 cents off. But you do get your first 3 months free. So it's a nice way to kind of try out the business as you get a starter kit, and then you'll have the website free for 3 months. And then after that, again, that's the only requirement. And that's your professional website. You've probably gone on your wine guide's website, peeked around at wines and recipes. People can contact you on it. You do all your business as a wine guide, kind of in that back office of the website. So $16 a month for a website is like nothing. Plus it's a tax write-off, right? We get lots of tax write-offs.
Can I jump in on that quickly?
Absolutely.
What's nice though is if you get a couple of rewind subscriptions and those customers continue to order your wine, you can pay that monthly website fee with those rewind subscriptions from your paycheck. So like when I had my son Jackson in July, I cut back on my business quite a bit because focus on family, but I still was able to pay my website fee from my rewind subscriptions, which is a monthly delivery service to our customers, or every other month. So there are ways that you can still earn an income without necessarily having to go do tastings, if that's what you chose.
Yeah, great point.
To piggyback on what Jessica just said about taking time off when she had her son, which I know she also did it with her daughter, who's the older child, but I also did that same thing. I had a child within my wine guide journey. So I took several months off and then was able to come back. And when I came back, I was almost even stronger than ever because that's when my business really started to boom after that. So, it's just what you make of it.
Exactly. What other questions do you have? And again, you guys can type in the chat box and we can answer them, that way, or you can just talk to us and we'll answer.
So let's just say I wanted to sign up today. How would I go about that?
Yeah, the person, I think, is it Melissa, I think, was your wine guide?
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. So what you would want to do, you could message her and make sure that you get her appropriate link so she can send you the link so you can order your starter kit. And then that's it. Boom, you're a wine guide. And then you're going to be kind of adopted into our big Grand Vin family, which is what we call our wine team. So not only do you have her for support, you have all of us, and then the people that are part of her upline or wine mama organization, I guess you could say. And then since you talked about joining, I think it's important, we should probably talk about what the kits are, the 2 kits. So Carol, do you want to talk about the 2 starter kits that we do have available?
Yeah, and I was telling myself I was going to have a picture of it here, so I know it was exactly in it, and I don't know if I do.
That's all right.
Yeah, there's 2 kits. One is $99 and the other is $179. And the $99 gets you really everything you need to be a wine guide. Both of the kits include 10 bottles, which is your first 2 tasting sets. And you were asking about continuing costs. What's nice about this business is you buy into it once and you don't have to buy more wine. So let's say you have 2 tastings, then you're credited with 2 more tasting sets, and from that aspect of it. So it's not like you're buying wine all the time. The $179 kit is everything that's in the $99 kit, but it also has wine glasses. We have new wine glasses just out that they come in a nice carrying case, 12 glasses that are stemless. And again, it's everything you need to get going. There's also some accessories in there, the aerator, some pours. So either of them work well. They're both great kits and they're both great values. You also get 4 mini bottles. That's for you so that you can taste 4 different kinds of the wines. And it's just it's a great way to start.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, you talked about the tasting set credit. So just to clarify, wine guide, so you get 2 tasting sets in either starter kit, whichever one you pick. That's worth $150. So when you decide, you join, it's good to set your first tasting out within about 2 weeks of when you join, if not maybe a week, but I'd say probably 2 weeks would be on the safe side to make sure you feel comfortable and that your wine's in. So then you'll order 2 tasting sets with that $150 tasting set credit. Now, when you have your event, again, 5 wines is what you're bringing. Either you're going to have people at your house or you're going to go to a friend's house. So they're going to sample the 5 wines. As long as you have at least 150 in sales with 3 orders, then you are going to get another $75 tasting set credit. So it replaces the wine that you used that night. And you're also going to be getting commission as well on everything that's sold at the event, from our wine club to accessories, and of course wine that they order. So, and our average event is around $500. So you can see that 150 is, not a hurdle. It is easy to go above and beyond that. So you're making money and you're not paying out of pocket for the wine. Did I forget anything else with that? I feel like I forgot something.
Mm.
No.
You already mentioned the website, so that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That was my next question. I was going to ask, how much of the commission do you get from the actual party? Like once your guests purchase from you, like how much? Do you get half? Do you get like what's the percentage?
Mm-hmm. Carol, do you want, or Jessica,
Sure.
somebody else since I just talked? Yeah.
Doesn't matter. So the commissions are based on your sales, and that's sales of everything, whether it's accessories, wine, and they range from 15 to 35%. I'm not going into the details like Kiersten will say, but they're broken into like under $400 up to $3,500, and they're broken into segments so that you earn commission on everything sold. And what I like about it is at the end of the month, you kind of play catch up. Whatever your total sales are at the end of the month, that's where your commission is. It's not based on each event. So you can build up, and whether you do, have a bunch of tastings at the beginning or at the end of the month, you get paid on your total sales at the end of the month. And you also get paid 3 times a month. So no need to wait until, I can't buy that for my kids until the end of the month. Your paychecks come in 3 times.
Yeah. So, and Melissa can send you the commission plan too. That will show kind of the breakdown. But yeah, the more sales you make and total in the month, the more you're going to make. That commission's going to go up. So you're more in control of your paycheck.
And I use that as a personal goal. I'll say, well, I want to earn this amount a month, this amount of commissions this month, because I have, my car payment and something else coming up. So I'll set that sales level as my goal. My dog is barking. To help me work towards that and get those commissions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's not just the party. When you go to the tasting event, it's everything. If people order on your website, if people choose to ship their rewinds, it's just even your own personal orders. We do get a 20% discount, which is really fun as a wine guide. And that's even another additional 20% off our discounted rewind. So I think the bottles end up being like $13 or something for wine guides, which is really fun. And our hosts get that 20% off their first month rewind too, so they can try out our wine club that ships every other month. Any other questions?
Great. Thank you, ladies. That was very informative. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, so make sure, go back to Melissa and, tell her you listened, and I'm sure she'll be very excited to hear that.
Yes.
She can help you with the next steps.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. So go ahead.
No, I was just saying, have a good evening.
Oh, you too. You too. Yeah, and if there's no other questions, I mean, we can make this short and sweet if no one else has anything else that they need help on.
I know I had a couple of people that were going to join. One just said she just got called into work. And the other one said, as Karen and Jessica mentioned, the kids are not going to let her get on tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's happened to some of mine too. They're like, oh, well, you know what? That's what happens.
Yep.
As kids, that's why we drink. Right. All right. Well, I think we will sign off unless there's something else you guys feel like we need to say for posterity, so since this is recorded, before we sign off. I know what it is. Everybody's watching The Golden Bachelor. You think I'm kidding? I bet there's people watching. I think I said before, I usually never like to set calls when there's The Bachelor's on. I think that is Mondays. But yeah, when I was flipping through the channel, I think Golden Bachelor's on. So maybe everybody's watching that. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet.
I was surprised he was on the CMA Awards last night.
It was. Oh my
Presenting.
goodness.
Yeah.
No.
April.
All right, Shanika's. All right. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, feel free. You got all your questions answered? You can hang up. You don't have to stay on.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Cool. We look
Thanks.
forward to welcoming you to the team.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, have a good night.
You too.
I see April just came on. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, April, that's Karen. That Karen's lead, right? Yeah. Well, hello, April. You have all of our undivided attention. I don't know if that's scary. She might be like, hang up.
April,
Yeah.
you're muted.
We got you muted. I don't know if she can hear us.
You're muted.
Hello.
There you go.
Hello.
Hi.
How are y'all?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Sorry I was late.
Oh, no worries. You're fine. Yeah. So where are you calling from?
North Carolina, Winterville.
Winterville. I'm in Wilmington. Where's Winterville?
ECU.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Pirates. Yep.
Greenville, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's just about less than an hour.
To from Wilmington?
Well, I'm about a half hour, 45 minutes north. I'm just south of Jacksonville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you could hop on tonight, April. So I
Yeah.
guess you've been chatting with Karen.
Yes.
Yeah.
For
So
a
you're
while now.
yeah. Yeah. Well, that's all right. You know what? Wine is always here. I always tell people, we're not going anywhere. Wine's been around for thousands of years. We'll be here when the time's right for you, right?
That's right.
Do you have specific questions, like something where you were like, okay, I got to hop on and find out XYZ that you were wondering about?
How much is like the starter kit?
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I'm gonna make Carol talk about that again.
Okay.
You did such a good job the first
She's a
time.
pro.
So we have two kits. One is $79 and the other was one is $99 and the other is $179. The
Okay.
$99, both of them get you to start everything you need to do your wine business. Both
Okay.
of them come with some accessories like our aerator, some pourers. I think it might even be our silicone coasters. The other thing that's fun about them, both kits come with 4 of our mini bottles, and that's for you to taste and to drink. So you don't have to share that with anybody if you don't want to.
Awesome.
And then both of them also come with 10 bottles of full-size bottles. We
Okay.
use those for 2 tastings. So each tasting consists of 5 bottles. We call that a tasting set. And so they would work for your first 2 events. The
Okay.
difference between the 2 kits is the 179 comes with a carrying case and 12 stemless glasses. They're brand new. So you would get the cool stuff. I think the rest of us are still using the old ones. But it's a nice carrying case. It's very easy to use and things of that nature. And they're also, what you get with that is your first 3 full months free for the website. It's $15.95. So you don't have to pay that until, let's say if you would join tomorrow, November's your not your full month, you'd get December, January, and February. So you wouldn't start paying until the 1st of April, 1st of March. I don't even know my months. 1st of March.
That sounds good. Okay. That's the busiest time. Let's see, Christmas and New Year's.
They say Thanksgiving, more wine is consumed at Thanksgiving than
Really?
any other single
Huh.
holiday. Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time to get into it.
Yeah, I'm
A lot of
definitely.
wine being sold now.
All right.
Yeah, wine is always in season, but right now it's busier just because there's more holiday parties and gifting, and people are having dinner parties and family things, and the kids are home on a break, or your in-laws are coming. So it's like need wine, right? For all those things.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. What else? What other questions did you have? Or what sounds the best to you? Like, what intrigued you the most about that caused you to kind of like, I think I want to find out about this?
Well, I've sold several things. I love to sell. And who doesn't like wine, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was just unique.
Yeah.
It's something I've never seen before, because I used to sell Scentsy. I used to sell Matilda Jane. I used to sell Avon. So I mean, I, I've sold a lot of things. So, I just, wine, never goes out of style. So,
Exactly.
so why not?
Exactly. And the nice thing is, those are all great companies that you mentioned. But the big thing with us is we're consumable.
That's right.
So they're gonna drink that bottle of wine over the weekend, maybe two, and then they're gonna call you and they're gonna need more, right?
And
Yeah,
I already know that my mom is going to be my best customer.
There you go.
Because her and all her girlfriends, that's just what they like to do. They like to sit in the kitchen and have girls' time and drink their wine.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. And I think having some sales experience in other companies, it really gives you a leg up. I mean, you understand how sales work. I agree with Kiersten though. Okay, a Sensi party, Avon party is fun, but a wine party is awesome.
Yes. And it's for men and women. So
Exactly. You're selling us on it. I mean, I don't know what's happening. I think I'm ready to sign up again.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, I definitely want to sign up.
Yay!
But I can't do anything until tomorrow, till payday. So.
Oh, that's all right. We'll let it slide.
Okay.
Right.
And
perfect.
I'll be in touch with you, April. I'm so glad that you got to join us tonight. So I've been sending messages to April for a while. And she would always react. So I knew she was there and she was a person. Now I get to see her pretty face.
Yeah.
And so, I've sent her some information and that kind of stuff. And so I'm glad that she's finally reached a point with some other things that she's had going on in her life that she's mentioned to me that now's the time. Sometimes it takes a while. So, and that's totally okay. You got to do what's best for you. And, talking about how, like Kiersten was just saying about how we, the consumable and that we got the customers keep coming back. Before you got on, April, we all mentioned where we were from and how long we've been with the business. Kiersten's been doing this for 19 years. I think in my conversations with you, I told you about 7.5 for me. It's almost 8, or was it just 8, Carol, for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, she just celebrated 8 years. And Jessica, who is there in Connecticut, she is like right around the same time as me. So it's good promise to show you that these people, we're all here and we've been doing this for a while, that it's not, one of those things that gets boring, or that, we sell somebody one thing and then they're done and you don't need them to be a customer anymore, kind of thing. So, and we're all friends. Like we've got like pictures together at events and stuff. So we have fun together when we get together too. So
yeah, definitely. And I love her hat, by the way.
I need to wash my hair a little bit, but hats are always good for that. But I had a vendor event at my gym tonight. So I was like, well, workout here, whatever. I thought it worked. It worked.
Yeah.
So
and you seem like you have a great personality to do something like this. What's also fun, as Karen mentioned, there's a lot of times that we might not see each other but once or twice a year. And we do monthly Zoom calls with the team. It's just a great way to meet people. You connect, whether it's just Facebook, whether it's just a text message or some kind of problem, but then we get together and see each other from the chest up at least once a month.
Right. Are we wearing pants? We don't.
I know. I'll never tell.
Yeah, there's a lot of support here, as you can see.
Yeah.
We're not going anywhere.
Feel like I know you ladies. I already feel like I know y'all.
I think it's great. Well, tomorrow officially you'll be part of our wine family, so that's exciting.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait.
And then Karen will get you added onto our team page too. So you got a great wine mama there. What's what we call we don't call them uplines and things like that. We say wine mama because really, what is it, that we're the family you want to drink with, not because of, right? So
right. I like that.
Family. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's exciting. Yeah, so you're in good hands with Karen.
Yeah.
So great.
Thank you, Kiersten.
And I will tell you, our wine to North Carolina comes quickly. There must be a lot of drinkers down here.
All the
Yeah.
closet drinkers in Tennessee too.
Yeah.
We're definitely not a dry county in Pitt County.
Well, great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anything else pop into your head, or you're ready tomorrow? You're going to go for it.
I'm ready to dive in.
Yay. Awesome. Great. That's awesome. Yeah. So the time was right for you, and now it's all going to work out. That's great.
That's
That's the way it
right.
works out.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm glad you could. I guess we will, since all your questions are answered, I guess we can all hang up and go watch. Oh God, my husband's probably watching football. Can you just stay on? Just kidding.
Okay, sure.
You just want to watch The Bachelor, huh? Or the senior?
Right.
We're gonna watch The
Bachelor?
Golden Bachelor.
Golden Bachelor. I was gonna call it Senior Bachelor.
I'm a
Oh.
housewives kind of girl.
Oh,
I like
oh,
my housewives.
oh. Can you see this one? Real
Oh
Housewives
my
of Traveling,
goodness. Wait, which one? Wait, Housewives of.
Traveling Vineyard.
Oh,
See
I
it?
love it.
You see it?
Yeah, that's freshly
There.
married.
It's the glare. I'm
Anyway.
horrible at showing things on a camera. I'm like, where is it?
Yeah, I love
yeah.
that.
I just watched Real
That's so
Housewives of
fun.
Beverly Hills tonight. Do you watch that one?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was from Wednesday night. Oh, girl, I love those. It's my trash TV. I just love it.
Yes, mine too.
Yeah. Well, great. Well, thanks for joining us. And then tomorrow we'll see you on the board. You'll see some of our names. I'm sure we'll welcome you. Be like, nice to see you again.
Okay.
Yeah, and anyone else that's watching this recording, because we're going to post it on the opportunity group, remember to reach back out to the wine guide that invited you to the page, or you've been talking to, or you've had wine tastings with. That way they can help you with any further questions and help you get started, help you figure out which kit's the best for you. All right. Well, good night, everybody.
Good night. I'm sorry I was so late getting on.
Okay. You're fine. You're fun. You were worth it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You like the Real Housewives. You're okay. With
And
my
we love that you turned your camera on. A lot of people don't turn their camera on. So thank you.
Yes,
Well, you got to
very
see.
good.
You got to be able to see me. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Love
All
it.
right. Well, have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
April.
Right,
Thank
good
you.
night, and I'll be in touch with you soon, Karen.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Sounds good.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.